Chicago. An undefeated start against a winless skid. Let's see if this week goes chalk or if it's an upset brewing in week 4. This return starts at the 5. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first look for the rookie out of USC. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Williams to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down. Now we're on the counter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Back to the well again. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, Williams. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Let's go. Take go.
Now here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's down to the 8 before going out. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Buying some time right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Williams from the gun. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Oh, you hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate, and you get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. But let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt that much more difficult.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Shut up. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Hut, hut.
Working from the gun, Williams. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. Carney's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Trey Tucker to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat. Go.
McCarthy starting off with a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Hawk 70. 79 Broncos.
Trying again following the sack. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. It's Vikings ball as we return for the 2nd, and they've got to be thinking points here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, check that. Check go.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Back to 60.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. He finds him right side. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Williams. Buys time, rolling right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Trying to hit his fullback there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Trap 60. Let's go. Buffalo 18. Go.
Williams set to pass. Finds his man Rice. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
Go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Sometimes it's not about flash and sizzle, Kate. Sometimes it's about old school football. Give your fullback the ball, and he's going to go get you a couple yards.
Here we go. 60 Maverick. Warrior 70. Ready.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's going to push one deep down the right. And the defender comes away with it. Charvarius Ward picks it off.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Spins out of 1 stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They go to Barkley again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bison.
They send a man in motion.
Take up.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
From the 41. Looking right, and he finds him. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That one gains 7. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Vikings with the football. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. On play action now, McCarthy. Chased out to his right. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's taken in by Tucker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs, just as they did.
Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6.
Set. Cowboy 80.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6.
Ready. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
McCarthy to throw for it. That's cut beyond the marker. And and they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Working quickly here.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Vikings.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Let's go. Left wing 19, right here. Hurt. Ready to play it. Ready.
McCarthy trying again on second down. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And things look tougher now with third and long. They kick the running back in motion. McCarthy throwing on third down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he missed it. It's no good. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10.
Here we go.
Williams on the play action. He's loaded another one up. And it's picked off, but, yep, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
Couldn't connect on first, it's second down.
Shut up.
He'll throw it. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Tucker now on the return.
Ray Tucker on the return. The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go now. Hit the street.
Running right, it's Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Toss play to Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson, and that leaves them with 4th and 5. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt goes 63 yards. And it's going to be Bears football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set. Go. Go. Ready.
Now a give on the counter. And they had that one contained right at the line. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Set.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Williams with 3rd and long. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Vikings football. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Saturday Lion. Ready.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
They motion the tight end over. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Go.
Running back sent in motion. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Touchdown, Minnesota! Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Warriors 70, 19 Lion. Hup.
Working from the gun, Williams. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. Escapes a defender. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
19 and up.
1st down, Williams.
The first down pass
Offense in the hurry up here.
at the 19-yard line.
Cup 19, Cup 19. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Give him 3 on that run. 3rd and 12 coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Williams to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Carney's kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Tucker now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
And up. 70 Rangers. Panther left.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Forced out to his right. He's taking a shot down this. They did it! He made the interception! Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Bears have some new life in the 4th. Well, we've all seen a lot of QBs make some magical plays rolling to the right, buying time before throwing it up, but not this time. As the defense steps in front of that one, probably shouldn't have been thrown.
Yeah, discretion the key in so many of these situations for quarterbacks. Why game management and decision-making is so critical. I love that he escaped the pocket, rolls right, tries to buy time for his guys to help him, but when there is nobody there, you either got to tuck it and run or live to play another day.
He rolls to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Here we go, set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
From the 19. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Now,
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hawk
An
70,
8-yard
Hawk
loss on
70.
the play. It's now 3rd down.
Bronco 80. 79 Bronco. Check out.
3rd and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Ready?
Out of the pistol, Williams. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Hits a seam at the 40. And he's brought down at the 44. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became real easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to it. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Second and 8. Brought in by Ford. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Ford straight ahead. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Fourth and 3, drive on the line.
Back to 60, back to 60. Viking 18.
They've got a man in motion.
Go.
Looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Ready.
From the gun, it's Ford. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 11. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Ready, ready. 69.
Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And look at this return. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Williams to throw on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Williams from the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he is to throw. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Escapes out to the left. Now here he goes again. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Warrior 70. Here we go.
First down throw by Williams. On the move, headed right. Throwing all the way to the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Setting up to pass. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. And that trims the lead just a little bit. They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
They send him left out of the slot. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. A give up the middle to Ford. And with a nice skate, he runs him down inside of field goal range. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Staying on the ground with Ford. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Man in motion here. Looking to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year.